Hello student, I Professor Sundeep Naik would like to welcome you all at this session on frozen dessert. In this session we will learn about 1. Frozen desserts, classification with examples and methods of preparation. 2. Types of ice creams, regular and lightened. 3. Hot puddings, types and methods of preparation. 4. Making of baked souffle and cheesecakes. Definition of frozen dessert. Frozen dessert is the generic name for desserts made by freezing liquids, semi-solids, and sometimes even solids and are based on flavored water or fruit purees or milk and cream, custard or mousse. History of frozen dessert. In the 4th century BC, Alexander the Great was fond of a mixed iced fruit confection, called Macedony. He had soldiers sent into the mountains to collect snow which was mixed with milk, then flavored with fruits, honey and nectar, thus making the first ice cream. Ice cream's origins are known to reach back as far as the 5th century BC in the markets of Athens, where ancient Greeks were selling snow mixed with honey and fruits. Ice cream appeared in China in about 200 BC, when soft, milk and rice mixture was further solidified by packing it in snow. It is said that Chinese taught Arab traders how to combine syrups and snow, the first version of sorbetto. Then Arab traders showed Venetians and southern Italians how to make this new frozen delicacy. In 62 AD, the Roman Emperor Nero sent slaves to the Apennine Mountains to get snow which was then flavored with nectar, fruit pulp and honey. Marco Polo, 1254–1324, the great Italian explorer, brought recipes for water ices to Italy from China. Types of frozen desserts. Frozen desserts are classified into CHURN frozen dessert, still frozen dessert, other types of frozen dessert, and classical frozen dessert. This is the classification chart of frozen dessert. We will learn in details as we go ahead. CHURN frozen desserts. In this the dessert-to-be mixture is churned constantly during freezing cycle resulting into smooth small ice particles making it smooth and creamy. Flavorings are added before freezing but additional solid ingredients like nuts, fruits, or chocolate are usually added after processing. It keeps ice crystal small and incorporate air making it light, smooth and foamy. If churning is not done the dessert will become solid block of ice. CHURN frozen desserts are processed or frozen in an ice cream machine or churner machine. 0.1 liter mixture take approximately 40 minutes to 2 hours to get frozen. Ice creams are the most common. CHURN frozen dessert also includes frozen yogurt, gelato, sorbet, ice milk and sherbet. Types of CHURN frozen desserts. Ice cream. 1. French ice cream. Common ingredients used are full cream milk, cream, sugar and egg yolks. They are cooked to a thick sauce consistency, stabilizer and flavors are added and CHURN frozen. Commonly enriched with egg yolks and butter. Example, French Magnum ice cream. 2. American, Philadelphia ice cream. Made in the same manner as the above ice cream, but no egg is used. Stabilizer are used instead of eggs. Example, Philadelphia-style vanilla ice cream. 3. Ice milk. Same like ice cream but is made with lower fat content milk. 2 to 7% fat content. Egg and butter are never added to these kind of ice creams. Example, caramel ice milk ice cream. 4. Frozen yogurt. It is also called as frogurt. This ice cream contains yogurt in addition to the milk and cream. It is smooth and creamy. Example, Dairy Queen frozen dessert. Definition of sorbets. Sorbet is a type of water ice that is softer and more granular than ice cream as it does not contain any fat or yolk, usually made with citrus fruits or berries juices flavored with wine or spirit or liquor. It is derived from the Persian word sherbet. It is called as water ice in English, sorbetto in Italy and shrab in Arabs. Sorbets are served between enters and reliefs in the French classical menu. It refreshes palate. Precautions that need to be taken while making sorbets. 1. Density of the sugar should be measured. should be between 18-20 BOMBE. 2. Sorbets should be rapidly frozen while churning. 3. Freezing sorbets at slow rate will result in bigger crystal formation. 4. Sometimes corn syrup is added to prevent the formation of crystals. 5. Should be constantly churned while being frozen. 6. Meringue or egg white added for body inhibit crystal formation. 7. In syrup glucose or invert sugar can be added to avoid crystal formation. Types of sorbets. 1. Granite. Definition. It is coarse crystalline ice made without egg white, meringue. It is similar to crushed ice. It is made of fruit juices, champagne, wine with little sugar. It is not sweet but has tart taste. It is also called granulata, granita or ice. Italian version granite equals fruit juice plus champagne or wine plus sugar. Examples: strawberry granite, lemon granite. 2. Sherbets. Definition. A frozen dessert made mainly of fruit juice or fruit puree, usually with sugar and milk or cream. Sherbets are made from fruit juices, water and sugar. American sherbets usually contain cream or milk and sometimes egg whites. The egg whites increase smoothness and volume. It is ice drink in an easiest and simplest form in short cracked ice or snow covered with fruit juice. It has a finer grain than granite. Made of fruit juices or puree, sugar, wine based to which egg white is added. Sherbet and granite make a suitable light dessert course, used as palate refresher in formal dinners served between fish and entree or between entree and roast. Example: mango sherbet, mint sherbet. 3. Spuma or spume. Definition. A type of frothy sorbet made with lighter sugar syrup than sorbet. As it begins to set, it is mixed with half its volume of Italian meringue. Made from fruit juices, wine, sherry or port and served in tall glass. In Italy, spuma, foam, is light frothy ice cream made with egg white, flavors and whipped cream. It is very light, refreshing and soft consistency. Egg white in meringue form, usually 2 times quantity of sherbet, folded in mixture after partially frozen. Spume equals fruit juices plus wines like champagne, Samos, muscat, zucco, sherry, plus meringue. Example: lime spume, raspberry spume. 4. Punches. Punches are sherbet made of dry white wine and citrus juice to which rum or similar liquor is added just before service. Can be made of tea, sugar, spices, fruit, and rum, brandy. Examples: Caribbean rum punch, paradise punch. Still frozen dessert. Still frozen dessert are frozen in a container without mixing, only stirred in some cases. Air is incorporated before freezing by mixing in whipped cream, whipped egg whites or both. This gives lightness and volume to product along with smooth mouthfeel. The product is close relative of Bavarians, mousses, souffles, bombes. Some examples are Kulfi, Parfait, etc. Liqueur and spirits often used to flavor still frozen desserts which lower freezing point, so additional whipping cream is required to be added for hardness which raises freezing point. Examples: Parfait, bombes, mousses. Parfait. Definition, in French means perfect. Parfait are layers of ice cream and topping in tall narrow glasses, named after topping or syrup. It is made of 3 elements. 1. Thick sweet yolk foam, 2. Equal volume of whipped cream and 3. Flavorings like vanilla, coffee, liqueur, chocolate etc. Parfait mixture is also called bombes mixture. It is creamy in texture. Egg yolks combined with whipped cream and flavored. E.G. Chocolate parfait, which is made of 3 scoops of vanilla or chocolate ice cream alternating with layers of chocolate syrup topped with whipped cream and shaved chocolate. Bombe. Definition, parfait mixture also called bombe mixtures. It is made by lining a chilled spherical or dome-shaped mold with layers of ice cream or sherbets and freeze to hard, then the center is filled with bombe mixture and again it is frozen. Mixture of frozen mousse can also be used as filling with bombe mixture or ice cream or sherbet. It is often elaborately decorated. It is the most elegant frozen dessert. Example: Bombe Africaine, Bombe Aida, Bombe Ceylon, Bombe Diplomat, Bombe Sultane. Frozen mousse. Definition: frozen mousse are light soft frozen dessert in which are whisked, blended and then folded together with whipped cream. Base consists of Italian meringue, crème anglaise, syrup and fruit base, custard base and whipped cream. It is poured in individual dishes and freezed. After unmolding, it is cut into portions and decorated with whipped cream and appropriate fruit, cookies or other item. Example: chocolate mousse, banana mousse, lemon mousse, strawberry mousse. Frozen souffles. Definition: mousse or bombe mixtures frozen in souffle dishes or straight-sided dishes. Band of heavy paper or foil is tied around mold to extend 2 more above the rim of dish. It is made by mousse mixture or bombe mixture and frozen in a souffle dishes with 2-inch collar on top as it resembles a risen souffle. Other items incorporated in souffle are sponge cake, ladyfinger, baked meringue, fruits etc. Example: frozen lemon souffle, frozen praline souffle. Other classical frozen dessert or popular frozen dessert, baked Alaska, consist of base of Genoa sponge soaked in liqueur on which is placed a block of vanilla, strawberry and chocolate ice cream, then whole thing masked with plain or Italian meringue. Finally it is baked for a short time till colored and served immediately. Sundae/coupes. Definition: 1 or 2 scoops of ice cream or sherbets in dish or glass topped with syrup, fruits, topping and garnishes. Served in soda fountain glass or silver cup or champagne glass. Coupes are often elegant, attractive and decorated desserts. Example: peach melba vanilla ice cream topped with poached peach half covered with melba essie and slivered almonds. Cassata, an iced dessert of Italian origin made of bombe paste set in a rectangular mold and lined with fruit and ice cream. Or a cassata can also be an ice cream shaped like a brick wall, consisting of several layers of ice cream of different flavors along with Genoa sponge and chantilly cream. Fried ice cream. In Mexico it is called helado frito, also made in China. Ice cream scoops are wrapped with pancake, sponge, freezed, then dipped in sweet batter, covered with a coating of crushed nuts or corn flakes, frozen till set, fried for a couple of seconds and served immediately. Kulfi. Common Indian still frozen dessert. Definition: milk reduced to thick sauce consistency like rabdi, flavored with saffron, nuts, green cardamom and other flavors. Poured in small conical clay, metal molds. Traditional way: put clay pot surrounded with ice and salt and shake pot to freeze. Usually served with faluda flavored with rose syrup. Gelato. Italian version of ice cream made with only low-fat milk and no cream. It gives a rich mouthfeel. Fruit puree, sugar, stabilizer, emulsifier are used in preparation. Gelato equals low-fat milk plus fruit puree plus sugar plus stabilizer plus emulsifier. Ice cream, method of preparation and types. Ice creams are smooth mixtures of milk, cream, sugar, flavoring, additives and sometimes eggs. Any product sold as ice cream must contain minimum 10% milk fat or butterfat. If it contains 2 to 7% milk fat it is called as ice milk. Normal ice cream has milk fat content of 10 to 14%, richer ice cream has milk fat of 20 to 24%. Ice cream composes of protein 3.5 to 4%, sugar 14 to 15%, stabilizer 3 to 5%, emulsifier 1 to 2%. Basic ice cream is custard-based. Ice cream and sherbet differ in richness and the fine, creamy smooth texture of product. Types of ice cream. Regular ice cream. It is a churned frozen kind of ice cream. Regular ice cream is churned during freezing to keep the ice crystals small resulting in a smooth ice cream. Regular ice cream is used as foundation for many frozen dessert variation. Few dessert prepared from ice cream are sundaes, baked Alaska, profiteroles. 1. Sundae. Scoop of one or more flavored of regular ice cream accompanied by sauce and garnished with wide variety of fruits, candied fruits and nuts. 2. Baked Alaska, USA creation, ice cream mounted on top of sponge cake coated with meringue and browned. 3. Profiteroles, are puff shells filled with ice cream served with sauce. Lightened ice cream. A. It is still frozen ice cream. B. It gets smooth texture and light airy consistency by incorporating tiny air bubbles through whipped cream or meringue or overrun. C. This form base for many frozen desserts. Like BOMBE and PARFAIT. Method of preparing ice cream. Prep of basic mixture. 1. Preparing sugar syrup made by equal quantity sugar and water. 2. Basic custard, 1 quart milk plus 8 egg plus 10 to 12 ounces sugar. 3. Meringue. Pasteurization. The ingredients are heated together in a jacketed tank with strong agitation so as to form a core emulsion with large fat globules up to 15 grams in size. Homogenization. The mix is converted into a true emulsion with a fat globule size of less than 2 grams. Cooling. The emulsion is now cooled immediately to 4 degrees Celsius. Aging. The cooled emulsion is usually stored in a thermostatically controlled vessel for 2 to 8 hours because aging improves freezing performance and produces better ice cream structure. During aging, the stabilizer hydrates fully and increases the viscosity of the mixture. Freezing. Churn. Frozen method will give regular ice cream and still frozen ice cream will give lightened ice cream. Hardening. The final processing step now is hardening, that involves the ice cream is kept at a low temperature in a cold store at -30 to -40 degrees Celsius. Storage. Ice cream can be stored at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, -18 degrees Celsius, to prevent large ice crystal formation. Transportation and delivery. Hot pudding. Definition. A pudding is a cooked sweet food made with flour, fat, and eggs, and usually served hot. It can be prepared by variety of ways like steamed or baked. Custard is liquid thickened or set by coagulation of egg protein. Consistency depend on ratio of egg to liquid and the type of liquid used. More the egg, more rich and thick the mixture will be. Custard is base for many puddings. Custard are of 2 kinds, 1 stirred. It is always stirred as it cook and remain pourable when cooked. Example, crème anglaise, vanilla custard sc, pastry cream, lemon curd, Sorbet. B. Baked. It is not stirred and which sets firm during baking. Use of double boiler or water bath is done to prevent curdling. Example, caramel custard used for pie filling. Basic rule, don't heat both type of custard above 85 degrees Celsius. Overbaked custard become watery as moisture separate from toughened protein. Types of hot pudding. 1. Range top pudding or starch thickened pudding, also called boiled pudding. They are boiled in order to cook on the range top, which gelatinizes the starch and get thickened. Types A. Cornstarch pudding, blank mange, egg not used, consist milk, sugar, flavor thickened by cornstarch poured in mold chilled and then unmolded when set. B. Cream pudding. It contains egg. Same as pastry cream, made with less starch. May contain any flavor like coconut, chocolate, butterscotch, liqueur. It can be made by adding hot cream and stirring it into beaten egg and then entire mixture is simmered. Care must be taken to avoid curdling of egg. Used in pie filling, same as basic pastry cream with different flavors like vanilla, chocolate, lemon, coconut. C. Pudding bound with gelatin. It is not thickened with starch or egg, it is bounded and stabilized with gelatin. Example, panna cotta. 2. Baked pudding. It is mixture of egg, milk, flavoring and sugar baked till egg coagulate and custard sets. Good pudding holds clean sharp edge when cut. It may contain additional ingredients, like bread or rice, usually in large quantity apart from egg, milk, flavors and sugar. Bread pudding made by pouring custard mixture over slices or cubes of bread and baked. Example, cabinet, diplomat, queen of pudding. Rice pudding made by custard and cooked rice, with whipped cream added at the end. Example, raisin rice pudding etc. The amount of egg determines firmness. Custard which need to be unmolded requires more egg than one served in baking dish. Also yolk makes rich custard and soft texture than whole egg. 3. Steamed pudding. Its heavy dense texture and richness make them warming. It is comforting dessert in winter night. They can also be cooked in water bath, but steaming is more energy efficient and help to make pudding moist during long cooking time. The ingredients in recipe are scalded, assembled and poured in mold and covered. Then they are placed in ready steamers with water covering half of mold. They are cooked till the pudding is firm. Care, check that water covers one half of mold and is always kept on simmer. Always ensure water quantity is enough. Example, Christmas or plum pudding, steamed blueberry pudding, steamed almond and chocolate pudding, carrot pudding. Baked souffle. A souffle is a baked egg-based dish which originated in early 18th century in France. It is made with egg yolks and beaten egg whites combined with various other ingredients and served as a savory main dish or sweetened as a dessert. The word souffle is the past participle of the French verb souffler, which means to blow, to breathe, to inflate or to puff. Souffles are typically prepared from two basic components: 1. A flavored crème pâtissière, cream sauce or bechamel, or a puree as the base. 2. Egg whites beaten to a soft peak. The base provides the flavor and the egg whites provide the lift, or puffiness to the dish. Foods commonly used to flavor the base include herbs, cheese and vegetables for savory souffles and jam, fruits, berries, chocolate, banana and lemon for dessert souffles. Souffles are generally baked in individual ramekins of a few ounces or souffle dishes of a few liters. After being cooked, a souffle is puffed up and fluffy, and it will generally fall after 5 or 10 minutes. It may be served with a sauce atop the souffle, such as a sweet dessert sauce, or with a sorbet or ice cream on the side. Basic souffle, crispy on the outside and soft from inside. Cheesecake. Cheesecake is a sweet dessert consisting of one or more layers. The main, and thickest layer, consists of a mixture of soft, fresh cheese, typically cream cheese or ricotta, eggs, and sugar. If there is a bottom layer, it often consists of a crust or base made from crushed cookies, or digestive biscuits, graham crackers, pastry, or sometimes sponge cake. It may be baked or unbaked, and is usually refrigerated. Cheesecake is usually sweetened with sugar and may be flavored in many different ways. It may be flavored by adding vanilla, spices, lemon, chocolate, pumpkin, or other flavors to the cheese layer. Additional flavors and visual appeal may be added by topping the finished pie with fruit, whipped cream, nuts, cookies, fruit sauce, chocolate syrup, or other toppings. Thank you. And wish you all the best.